it should be okay. It should be okay in Sweden.
I wouldn't say it's the most advisable thing to do publicly.
Hey everyone, today's video from Sweden. And in this video we ask Swedish people, what do you think about burning the Quran in Sweden? If you are new to the channel, my name is Zach, and on this channel we make street interviews from all around the world. So if that's something you are into, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
What do you think about burning the Quran, the holy book of Muslims?
I think it's so stupid. Like, why would you do it? It's very obvious that he just wants to provoke, and to me that's not art. That's just how do you say? It's very oppressive to a smaller group in our society. So I just think it's a very strange move, and it's very obvious that he only wants to spread hate and not art, or that's not art for me at least.
What should I say about that? I think for me it's just a book, and burning a book is just to burn a book, and I don't connect that to any religion, even if of course people get offended of it. So it's bad in a way, because if you try to buy something that offends people, it's not good.
I know what to say. It's horrible. It's a way for people to show their racism and stuff like that, and to oppress people, and then they do it in the world of art. So I don't know. I know what to say. It's so tiring to see, even though I'm not the one who's being targeted. It's still so sad to see how people can think it's fine to do these kind of things and then call it art, so they can like sneak away with it in some kind of I just do it to provoke, and it's fucking horrible.
Hot questions. It should be okay. It should be okay in Sweden, because we can do that in Sweden. Because they are. It's not. It's okay. I think it's okay.
Yes, of course it's those persons who do it. They are right-wing idiots, and I wouldn't myself ever have done it. But I'm also for the freedom of expression, and I think that is a really important thing. And so I think that let those idiots do what they do. We had laws against blasphemy once upon a time in Sweden, and then a lot of people got to prison, and that was absurd. I, as an atheist, think that there is no holy books. It's a bluff. It's all lies, actually.
What do you think about burning the holy book of Muslims, the Quran?
I think that's just awful. Everyone has the right to practice their own religion, and this guy Rasmus Paludan, I know who you're talking about, he has no right to go around burning the holy book for Muslims because it differs to his like racist opinions. I think it's just disgusting. Muslims have every right to exist.
Another question that I'm kind of controversial in, because me being a Satanist, believing in basically complete freedom of speech and freedom to do basically anything, I wouldn't say it should be a crime to burn any form of religious text. I wouldn't be mad if someone burned the Satanic Bible. And I'm not mad at someone burning the Quran. I wouldn't say it's the most advisable thing to do publicly, but at the same time I fully respect the decision to do it and the freedom to do it. Especially seeing signs like, I listen to bands that have been banned from countries from ripping apart the Bible. And that's basically the same controversy as the Muslims, even though the Muslims are maybe a bit more controversial as it is right now. But the freedom to deny religion is something I want to have the right to do, even though it does spark a lot of controversy to do it that publicly. But I'm not against doing it.
So I'm not religious, but I think it's not right to burn anything that's precious or holy to anybody. So I would say I would be against burning the Quran.
I mean, the action in itself is, I mean, come on. I don't see the necessity in it. But if you take into context that we have the freedom of speech, I would say that it's necessary, that it's possible to do it. But that action itself, it's totally unnecessary. There's other possibilities to just manifest that there's maybe something wrong with organized religion in a bigger sense.
Det kan jag tycka är ett brott. Alltså, för att det är någons religiösa bok. Jag själv är inte troende, men jag skulle inte vilja att någon brände Bibeln ändå.
The Street Talk channel is a small team of content creators from all around the world. And everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in the description to enjoy our Patreon and to receive inclusive benefits.